Hi, this is Abdulaziz Khan with my today's headlines of different newspapers. So, as we generally do, we should start with CNN and should start with the headline our friend Trump. So, here we can see that Trump is showing his same, it looks that he's very much interested in winning the second round anyhow. Whatever he has to do for it. So he visited a plant in Michigan, and when he was going to talk to the journalist, he removed his mask. So, as I always told, this guy is a media guy. His background is from media, and he knows how to remain in media. If you have to win an election, you must be in media. Positive or negative is something which is relative. So the main thing is that you should be in media. You should be accessible. You should be always in, because people should be watching your face. A lot of people will never know that they watch your face for some positive thing or some negative thing. When they will be going to vote, they will remember that, oh, this person was always in the media, so they will vote for it. This is how, I'm generalizing thing on a very big level, but this is how a lot of people, they make their mind. This is how they decide. And this person, he knows it very well, that how people decide when they are going to elect someone in election, then how people decide things. So from Trump, then if we move, then this other guy, he's also a president of El Salvador, and now he locked his country even without any confirmed case. So we have different kind of responses from different areas, and in some areas people are locking down without any reason. Some areas people are easing down, and both have no apparent reason that why they are doing it. So here the Michigan Accountant General rips Trump, but this guy, he don't care of these kind of things. You cannot rip him. He's the main guy. Because of his says, researchers say the US coronavirus crisis is far from over. So, but if your president is not using a mask, what can you tell him? What can you do? He's not accepting anything. So let's move on. China is proposing a new law, and it's going to finish the status of Hong Kong somehow. It wants to merge Hong Kong with the mainland China. So they are putting some new things. So today we have many more beautiful things. Like drone footage captures mass grave truck in Brazil. So Brazil is having a tough time. The numbers of deaths are increasing. So let's go further. A lot of change is going to come. New Zealand PM floats 4-day week as a way to help the economy. This is also for me a kind of strange. I should say that. If your economy, you want to help economy, and it can be done by increasing the time or decreasing the time. So, because if you are hit by economy, then lowering the days to save you on some part of it. For example, a lot of expenditure on moving the people and using of infrastructure, it should be dropped. But can you achieve the same amount of work which was to be done in 5 days? It should be done in 4 days. A more better approach is, like now that we are doing, is that you ask the people to work from home. I mean, this thing which came out of this pandemic, but this was, you can see that in a lot of good companies, like a lot of multinational companies, they used to encourage its employees to work from home. So working from home is a known thing, and it gives you a boost in your economy and everything, because a lot of people, they will not be traveling for their work, so they should be staying at home. But this, everything has to be done with some business logic, something in mind. So if she's having it with some exact good logic, then it's good. Otherwise, what I feel is that you should not decrease the days of work, but yes, you should decrease other things, which, like for example, you should decrease the traveling, you should decrease the usage of utilities. But just decreasing the hours is not the only thing. But if she's the premier of one country, so she must have good reasons. So no more CNN is fine. We should go to BBC now. So China is presently HK sedition law. So China is in the news. I mean, they want to finish the separate status of Hong Kong somehow. So Brazil is hit with a big number, and this downside of staying inside. Staying inside should not have a downside. I mean, if you keep yourself busy in good activities. Former White House butler dies of coronavirus. So let's see. Man United reveals 28 million pound cost of coronavirus. So these kind of things will come. I mean, coronavirus will hit everywhere. I mean, everyone has to think of new ways. Flexible working will be new normal. So this is what the New Zealand Premier should think about. I mean, this is more better approach than going to a 4-day or 3-day week. Simple food that could extend your life. This is something that is being touted from the centuries. I mean, that if we adapt to simple things, if we adapt to natural things, if we cut on fizzy drinks and eating from outside, we eat normal things at our homes, it is always good. I mean, it is not something which is new. But this coronavirus has given us another time, another event just to think about it again, that coming back to normal, coming back to natural will help a lot. So again, the decision is yours. I mean, whoever is, he has to take his own decision, but the thing is known. I mean, that simple food is the best food. I mean, so a part of it, BBC is Trump without mask, and it's great guy. I mean, 1 in 6 Londoners has had COVID. So 1 in 6 has, now they want all of them to have it. It's their choice. I mean, so how you tackle this? It's a kind of, not very easy, but a kind of choice. I mean, how you want to have it, because having it is also required. But what was said from the start, that try to flatten the curve. Don't try to make it like all of your country have it at the same time, and then you don't have any medical things or anything to support them. Try to flat it out. That's why lockdown was to be done in a systematic way. So every country should be doing it in their own way. Some people they ease it very early. Some people they put it very harshly. It should have been done in a way that you do a kind of controlled exposure of the virus to your people. I mean that some people are exposed to the virus, and then the one who got more sick, they are treated, and then when some other people are exposed, I mean you try to do it in a more controllable way. So, but I know that this is not easy. I mean, when dealing with humans, it's not easy to make it in that kind of controlled way. But there could be. I mean, you can evolve things. You can think of how to do it, but it is something which is not impossible. It's quite practical. I mean, the US has thanked Pakistan because Pakistan has sent some aid, Corona aid to US. So Pakistan is sending aid material to US. Initially, there was a US aid. I mean, aid from US was used to come to Pakistan for since ages. I mean, now because of Corona, thanks to Corona, Pakistan is now able to send because we can produce masks and these kind of things. So Pakistan is sending aid to US. So this is all. You can say that thanks to Corona, that the world outlook is changing in some ways. So going to our friend China. China is friend of Pakistan. So I have a lot of differences with Chinese strategy, but again, whenever I watch this page, I see their news. I always like them. I mean, they are the people who are really focused. They know how to do government. They know how to do. They just talk simple things and they do these things in very simple ways. Like right now, we know that if you will put any kind of targets for this 2020, it should not be easy to achieve. I mean, because you don't know. It's very fluid, very fragile world right now. Now China firm on achieving development goals. So what they do that they set no specific target. So when you do this, the problem is that for the financial institutions, because they play you around. I mean, when you put some target, they will start chasing you. They will say that you put a target of 5% and you are only on 4.99%. How will you achieve this 0.01% more? And they will try to start making your ratings go up and go down, and they try to make a chaos with your country. But like China, they have no specific target right now. So when you have no target, how someone will be able to check on you because there is no target? But yes, this thing should not be taken that much easily. A lot of other countries, they cannot do it because China, we know that they are a very strong country with a very great control. They can work for something without any target as well. But it's not easy for other countries because if you will not have any target, then generally it should be very simple thought out process that if you don't have any target, you will achieve zero. But in China, maybe they don't set any target, so they may achieve more than their normal. So, but I like the way, I mean, they do things. I mean, they just simply say that, okay, we will not, we don't have any target for this year. So we will achieve everything because we don't have any target. So they take it in a positive way. I mean, they did not say that we are in a very bad shape and we cannot put a target. No, they say that we are firm to achieve our goals through not setting up any target. This is how you deal with fragile kind of things. So apart from it, the story of China taking down Hong Kong cannot be seen here. No new cases, maybe in China, and France is getting big numbers. Iraq is getting some numbers. Singapore, which was very fine initially, they are also getting some numbers. So COVID-19 is hitting everywhere. The World Tea Day, China and tea, they come hand in hand. So let's go to our last friend, Al Jazeera. China drops economic growth target. So they take it in some other kind of way. The China drop target. China took it in another kind of way. They say that we are firm to achieve the target. So this is how you see that this is how things work in the and different perspective. I mean, you can say something, but not everyone should believe. So this one news, I don't have words to comment on it. Jamal Khashoggi's son says family forgive killers, and this is picture in background. I mean, so what can you do if the identification or the marks of your killer's footprint they lead to the house of the very powerful prince of a very powerful country. I mean, and you're living in the same country. I mean, apart from forgiving him, what else you can do? I mean, I don't have my words to describe my sentiments, but this is how the world goes on. I mean, someone died, he was killed by some people, and now his family says that we have forgiven the killers. I mean, so what else this poor family can do? I mean, so let's go further. This one news also, I feel it's like Palestinian Authority rejects UAE aid sent via Israel airport. The reason that they say that is that Israel is trying to cover for normalization, I mean, of their ties with UAE is trying to cover their ties with Israel. They are trying to normalize their ties with Israel, and it's using this aid as a cover for it. The Palestinian Authority is not ready to become a tool for this kind of cover, so they just rejected this aid which was sent. So the problem in the Middle East is not a very small problem. I mean, I don't know why these people of UAE and other countries of Gulf they don't understand that if you want to do anything, if you are really serious, then you should take care of the sentiments of the people who are living there and you take them with you. I mean, just making a decision on their own, I mean, and just doing something and trying to accomplish some of your own motives behind this act. It should not be done. You should not play with the sentiments of a lot of people which are sitting on the flashpoint from last so many years. So then we don't have any specific news. So today we have Trump plan to come back to the power, and a lot of deaths are going on because of drone. See here. But one thing I just came to my mind. I mean, I just want to share that this worldometer. You can see here the population is growing. Now there may be two reasons, I mean, that why population is growing. One reason could be simple that yes, COVID-19 hit, but we responded in the best possible way, and that is why COVID-19 was not able to harm the way that it should have harmed. I mean, if it was not done like this. And other thing is the most known theory that maybe COVID-19 was not so much harmful from the start, and a lot of some other motives have been accomplished on the name of this lockdown and these kind of things. I mean, a lot of people that still don't believe in corona. For example, we believe in corona because we know some of our nearby people, they have hit by corona, but a lot of people who have not seen any corona patient, they still don't believe in corona, and they also use this point that okay, if there is corona and there is extra deaths in big numbers going on, then why it has not put any effect on the world population. So world population, now growth rate of the world population is declining, but these are because of other reasons which were taking, like to stop or to help some countries control the population. I mean, so these were done by population control, but in the last 2 3 months, there is no significant change on the world population. It's going in the same manner. So, but this was just a point to ponder. I mean, a point you should think about. So I hope today's headline news were good for you. You should have got some messages from these headlines, and let's try to stay home, stay safe, and enjoy your time at your home. See you in my next video tomorrow. Bye.